I blame the phrase "give me a minute."
Ah, I see.
I blame like English colloquialisms.
You are not up on my notifications yet.
What, on your YouTube or on your
Oh, there it
something
is.
else?
Found it. Found it. Got ya.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Watch Dogs.
2.
This is Watch Dogs 1.
Oh no, I just enjoyed messing with you.
Oh man,
It's been 10 seconds and he's already suffering. He's already sighing deeply.
It's been 3,000 years since the last stream.
It's been 3 weeks, mate. You really need to work out your time.
Okay, maybe I should put my watch back on.
For context, he said, "I'm going to start the stream in a few minutes," and then counted down 3 seconds and started the stream. So that wasn't just a random mean comment, Xander. That was 2 times in 10 seconds where he just completely hyperbolaed the amount of time.
10 seconds? Isn't that a bit of a time hyperbole? It was more
That's
like
a
5
phrase.
minutes. Or something. I don't know. Let's put on something loud. That looks pretty loud. That looks even louder.
I thought you meant like some like music to deafen me, and then I was like, hang on, but I'm not listening to the stream audio because I'll hear my own voice back and it'll be really confusing.
Yeah, lots happened since. Lots of Moon Knight has happened. I've also seen the Batman.
You've also seen the Batman. Have you also seen?
So get me an invite.
Who do you think I am?
Seen?
All right.
We talked about Eternals during like one of my last Spider-Man streams, actually.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything else that's come out since? You saw Spider-Man, but I think we talked about that finally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Batman and Moon Knight. Jesus.
How did it go?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
the
gonna be
Uncharted movie is out on DVD now, by the way.
Oh,
So
shit, seriously? God,
Yeah,
that's another thing I've got to watch.
that's another thing that I need to like find for. I don't know whether it's worth like waiting till it goes down in price or just biting the bullet and getting it at like $9.99 on DVD or something.
Oof.
Because I mean, I don't know where it's gonna go, like streaming service wise, if I can get it somewhere like that, but it'll probably be a long ass time before that happens.
That was quick thinking.
Mm.
If we get that briefcase, can you find me a name on the guest list? Name I can.
I can't believe Aiden like just puts his phone up to his ear. Like,
What, to talk?
yeah, it's just like, bro, you're an open world protagonist. You should have a Bluetooth earpiece.
Also, the fact that doesn't he make people's phones explode and kill them or knock them out in that game? And he's putting a phone up to his ear. That seems like a terrible idea.
Let's see. Well, it's been a while, so let's just jump straight into the main story.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I imagine it was a while since
Do you remember what was going on?
We went, well, there was that beg bug guy, and we need to also get, yeah, I have no idea what was going on. It was 3 weeks. But I'm sure it'll all come back to me in the next cutscene.
Yeah, remember to tell me when you're in a cutscene so I stop talking.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it was a while since you saw the Batman, wasn't it?
No, I rewatched it.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Well, I rewatched it the night before you watched it for the first time, so.
Ah.
Because that was why I told you it was on Apple TV to rent.
Ah.
And then you were like, fuck Apple TV, Amazon, they're my friends.
Well, I mean...
they're both evil corporations, so...
To be fair, we don't have a subscription to Apple TV, and we do to Amazon.
I don't have a oh wait, I do. But I don't intend, but you don't need one to,
I know from an ethical standpoint I really should be pirating all this shit. But, sadly...
Isn't it funny that that's the point we're at, where it's actually more ethical to pirate stuff, probably?
Yeah.
Although at the same time, there are the the people who worked on it and all the production people who who will I imagine get some kind of like tiny little trickle down
Yeah,
after
just
the CEOs and everyone else takes their cut. That person who spent 6 months making The Rain look really good will get a penny every time someone watches The Batman on Apple TV.
Speaking of looks really good, that bat in the cage, my god.
Yeah. I wonder if it was a real bat.
Is this dude okay?
Oh, you're doing this mission. Oh, fuck.
Why is he looking at me? No, don't look at me. I'll climb over your business then. This is much less conspicuous.
Do you see the case?
I do, it's moving. Wait. I can't believe it.
What?
Quinn's guys are pulling some old school gangster shit. Briefcase
Old
swap.
school
Really?
gangster
Do those
shit.
actually work?
Never seen one of these. Why are they doing this? Did they fool CTOS?
Anybody watching through a monitor would see every squawk.
They're trying to confuse the detection
Okay.
software. Interesting.
Oh, you've got a second watcher.
Nice.
No live chats yet. No Xanders. Unless that
Okay,
is Xander
please
who's
keep me
just
posted.
popped in.
I just realised this belt on this thing, it's not two belts. This is distressing me greatly. I mean, it is two belts. Look, there's a split down the middle, which fair enough, it's one of those kind of coats that has a split down the middle. But the belt is also split, so it's two belts. I should really be tailing the guy I'm supposed to tail, shouldn't I, instead of getting worked up over the,
Fashion design.
yes.
Yeah, but actually, hang on, you're right though, because if someone did choose to actually, put the two belts at the together, it would just pull the back, like the tail of the coat apart from each other, rather than actually securing it. I mean, it's a coat, so it's not like
Yeah.
trousers. It's not the most important thing.
How did
But-
that guy get freaked out and yet I didn't fail the mission? Should I slap him?
Slap who for why?
Tail the boat carrying the briefcase?
I got a bike.
Oh yeah,
here.
get a bike.
Maybe I can see where they're going. Give me
Hello, person's
You
bike.
nearby. My guess, this will be a short trip. There's another drop for another pickup.
a- Okay.
This is a weird ass mission. Oh, well, there goes
There's an old
Aiden's
arena
face.
bought by Lucky Quinn in 19...
Did you just crash
That's
into
gotta be
someone
it.
or something?
You should really see that one.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Fucking hell,
And
mate.
I've taken another car. Bike. Same diffy. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, whoa! Okay, that is what we call threading the needle. That was no luck, all skill, honest.
Oh my god, you are so lucky.
Okay, maybe there was some luck involved.
That was, I mean, it was very skillful at the start, but once he'd left the ground, it was all luck.
Oh, I really want to lay down all my, like, thoughts on the Batman, because it was a really good movie. But the problem is, I'm trying to tail the boat.
And Bradley's can't multitask.
No, of course I can't. Actually, why don't you tell me some of your thoughts?
Shit. You turned that around very quickly.
Okay, I'll make it more specific so it's easier. What did you think specifically of the choice of Rogues Gallery in the movie?
I mean, it's funny because, like, I think I was in secondary school, and I think, wait, when did?
When into that?
Yeah, I think Batman v Superman had just come out. and I was talking to a mate, and because at that point, despite all the killing, people were quite, you know, even though that movie wasn't a great movie, it was, you know, people did like Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah.
You know, before he got
Batfleck.
depressed and stuff. So,
Oh wait, I was supposed to go that way. God damn it. Tell you what, I'll just
and
get
my favourite Batman villain has always been the Riddler.
which
Just 'cause-
why don't I? Which I'd like to say is a fantastic choice.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, most people think Riddler and see either Jim Carrey having an amazing, wonderful time, or the really annoying version of it in the Batman Arkham games, who is not
Riddle me
intelligent
this,
whatsoever.
Batman.
He's not intelligent whatsoever. He's a fucking idiot, and
Yeah.
I feel like most people are just.
I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here at all. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here at all. No, you don't.
Most people. I don't know what I was going to say. I think, well, in the Arkham games, the only reason for just the common thugs with no detective skills at all, the only reason they're not able to do the riddles that Riddler sets out only for Batman is because if they ever try to, they get immediately knocked out by an electric shock or worse. Because Riddler won't let anyone other than Batman.
So it's not because it's not that only Batman is smart enough to do it. It's that Batman has arbitrarily been picked by the Riddler as the only person who's able to do it without getting shocked.
Yes.
That is pretty sad. But yeah, to just like interject for a second with my own thoughts on the Riddler specifically. I thought this version of the Riddler was like he was scary as hell. I loved how, you know, he was kind of a bit of he was a bit of a serial killer, wasn't he?
Well, I mean, I don't think he was kind of a serial
Well,
killer.
I mean,
he was
yeah,
a serial
he
killer.
was a serial killer. But like,
I mean,
he was really sinister about it, is what I mean. Like, he's kind of like, you know, there's none of the campy riddle me this Batman. It's all just like this guy that you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley, except like when it turned out he just looked like a normal kind of nerdy guy. I was like, oh my god, could be anyone. I love that part of it. I mean, it's a simple concept, but quite unbreakable.
Oh, nicely done. But what introduced me to the Riddler? Well, not what introduced me, but the thing that kind of made me really like the Riddler was the Batman TV show, the animated show, because his episodes were always like the best. They were just so good.
There it is.
All of his episodes were just really good. I really liked every time the Riddler showed up in the Batman TV show. And so it was that, and then one of the first Batman...
Oh, we've got a couple of messages, by the way.
Oh, shit. Solo comic. Some of his... Oh, it's Xander.
Hey, Xander!
He goes, lads, how are we?
We good. How you been, Xander?
Well, I'm talking about Batman, so I'm always happy to talk about Batman. Oh, and then there was like the Batman Zero Year, which the Riddler is like the main, well, a kind of like hidden villain of, and that's really good. So those are the two things where I was like, oh yeah, shit, Riddler's my favorite Batman villain. And because anyone who says the Joker is fine, it's like a default, you're allowed, but look into some others, because everyone likes the Joker, but at the same time, there's so many more to get invested in, so try some others.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her. Listen, if this is too much for you, you can walk away.
But FYI, in relation to this film, Bradley, today on Twitter and yesterday, I imagine, there's a whole debate going on on Twitter
I'll meet him there.
about the inclusion of Robin in a future film, and loads of people are being like,
Speaking of
I don't
future
give-
film, I just found out today that it's been confirmed. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
of course it was going to happen, but
This is Aiden, Jack's uncle. I want to make sure things are going okay there.
First, I want to know if things are okay with Nikki. We haven't heard from her.
She's still working things out. She just needs a little more time.
Well, Jackson misses
have I
her
lost you?
terribly. Should at least give him a call.
oh, Xander's playing some Fallen Order. Is that the Jedi game?
He's not happy.
oh yeah, Jedi Fallen Order.
I could never get into that.
You have any
I haven't actually got it myself. Just seen some clips and thought that looks.
Do you want my
pretty-
copy?
call me right away.
Are you serious?
You take care of that sister of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I was like, I'm probably not going to play it. I just couldn't, I mean, I don't know how far I got, I just couldn't get into it. Like, I played a bit, got bored, came back to it.
Ooh, horsey
know.
ride. Oh no, I can't get on the horsey ride. Coin-operated horse, vulnerability detected. Oh god, that's a riot. We've got some more messages if you've got your thingy up.
Yeah, no, I can see him. He's just probably calling me out for my Fallen Order opinions. I mean, he's not probably, he's just saying Fallen Order is so good. I don't disagree, I just don't like it. I just
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
get into
something
it.
that these days I feel like gets, overlooked very much. The like looking at something for its objective qualities versus your own personal enjoyment, and accepting when something just isn't for you versus when it's actually bad. Because some things aren't for everyone. Some things just aren't for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, that doesn't mean it's bad, nor does liking something mean that it's good. That like enjoyment is a separate thing entirely. It's very important, of course, because we
Otherwise, why are you
like
why
why
are
are you
consuming
bothering?
it?
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
why are you interacting with this piece of media if you don't enjoy it? But but yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a ramble. What were we
No,
actually
you're right.
talking about?
I was just that people are kind of talking.
Robin.
People were arguing about because some people don't like the idea of Robin being in a film. It will be too unrealistic, and it's like we've already had the real I can see where they're coming from, but we've already had the realistic Batman films, and honestly, looking back, they're kind of boring. But no, actually, there's a better way of talking about this, because I hate resorting to just talking down on other stuff when I talk about stuff. I need to stop thinking, because that's not what I actually think, because I enjoy most things. The only things I actively don't enjoy is the stuff that's bad because of the way it handles certain thing. It's there's misogyny and stuff that really doesn't work in some stuff, and that's the only time that I actively want to say I don't like it because this is in it, and I just don't agree with that, and I don't think it's not being commented on as negative in this film. It's just actively in it because the people making it don't see a problem with it. So no, I mean, I think in these future Batman films, I don't want them to go realistic again, because it's been done, and I want to see new things, and I want to see... DC is so often... they're ashamed of their own source material, and I really hope that Matt Reeves doesn't go that way anymore, because he did go pretty full-on in certain areas of the Batman, but I also feel like he was still playing it quite safe.
I thought the riddles specifically were
Oh
like,
god, yeah, they were
incredible.
really good.
Like, Jesus, like the fact that like when you know a revelation happens and it's like, oh, that's the answer to the riddle, isn't it? And then you know you've got Batman, you know, investigating that, and then something else happens, and there's some other revelation. It's like, oh wait, that's the answer. Except they both are. Like El Rata Alada was great. I flipping loved El Rata Alada.
You know, that's a real website you can go to.
Oh my god, it is not.
Yeah. There's a load of riddles you can answer.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't believe they did that. The URL thing was just like, that blew my mind. And like how many times it was like, oh, he made a mistake. And then it was like, nah, he didn't make a mistake at all.
Yeah, boy.
He was like 4 steps ahead of us.
Xander wants to know if we're going to watch Kenobi.
I probably will, yeah.
I
Star
probably
Wars.
won't.
My dad's a big fan of Star Wars, so whenever there's more Star Wars to watch, it's always.
I probably
kind of
won't
a
watch
family
it
thing
week
watch it.
to week. If I'm going to watch it, it will be probably like 6 months or whenever, 6 months after it's come out. And all the
Yeah.
hype dies down, so I can just watch it as it is. And kind of once people have either stopped talking about it or started talking about it from a kind of in the background perspective, because I did not enjoy most of Mandalorian season 2, except the bit that was like, yeah, I can see why this guy's playing Joel in the Last of Us TV series. Like that bit where he fucking lets a guy who's hanging upside down get eaten by wolves, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can see Joel doing that. Cool. But most of Mandalorian Season 2 just wasn't that exciting for me. Like, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, never have been, but I took interest in the sequels. And then laughed Rise of Skywalker for a really long time. I had a fucking great time watching Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus for free.
Oh yeah.
I spent, like, I waited, I think, almost a year, maybe 2, after that film came out on DVD. And, I just sat there. I think I just laughed, because I knew exactly which bits were going to piss people off, and found it really funny. Not that people were pissed off, but that they managed to piss so many people off, and that they managed to fuck it up that bad.
Yeah, that was a. Funnily enough, Rise of Skywalker is the movie I've had. It is probably one of the movies I've had the most fun with out of the Star Wars movies. From that perspective as well.
You can take whichever.
Yeah, no, I know
Like,
what you
just-
mean.
Like it's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine watching people rage about stuff.
Yes, yeah, I get that, yeah. Or at least talk, I like watching people talk about stuff, like, kind of,
Yeah, reviews and
from
video
different
essays
standpoints.
kind of
There's,
things.
like, there's the people who were fans of it, who talk about how it was disappointing, and then there are the people who talk about it as, from a kind of, like, an artistic or writing standpoint, which I also find really interesting,
Yeah.
so...
You must have a
Xander says the sequels are the worst films in cinema history. That's a little bit overboard. I mean, I think, especially, like, for someone who did not care about Star Wars, I'd seen every film, but I was never crazy. Like, the most interested I was ever in Star Wars was playing the Lego games. That was it. That was my peak Star Wars experience, was the Lego games when I was a kid. That's it.
Lego games are always fun.
And then Force Awakens came out, and I saw it. I don't know how I saw Force Awakens, actually. It was at the
Have we
cinema,
got
but I don't know
another
who
message
with.
on Xander?
That was just the sequels of the worst films in cinema history. That
Oh,
was it.
right, okay.
Unless he sent another one and it hasn't come through on stream yet. But, And then I watched, yeah, and then The Last Jedi I watched on Christmas. I watched on either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, which is really cool because it's like you get out the cinema, like, you know, half an hour before, like, a good, you know, a really cool kind of like event day, which is nice. So I do recommend doing that because there's nothing quite like going out the cinema and be like, oh shit, it's about to be a new year, or oh shit, it's Christmas tomorrow. It's like a really nice kind of end to the thing, rather than it's like, oh, back to normal life. It's, oh, a cool thing happens tomorrow.
Yeah, know what you mean. But damn, those it isn't an exaggeration to say that those are pretty bad films. In fact, that's kind of a conservative and Fence City way to put it. But
Wait, you don't like the sequels?
nah. I mean, I don't like them in the sense that I like them as something to point and laugh at. I don't like them from the standpoint of this is something, this is high quality material here.
Well, I don't think they got anything seriously wrong until Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was like a bad film from a writing and just from every level, pretty much. From kind of just from, but like,
Oh, he's
from
driving
just
off.
a film standpoint, I thought The Last Jedi was enjoyable. Or at least I had fun. Because I really didn't care how they changed, you know, status quo stuff. And how they kind of, you know, changed But that's just me, and because I'm not someone who's really passionate about it. I just watched them very blind to it and was like, yeah, you know, fun time. You know, The Last Jedi was my favourite of all of them because I have no interest in the whole kind of thing as a thing. But I just like it because it was a fun time and it was the most different. It was the most kind of, you know, crazy, fun one for me.
Skip.
Must have a schedule.
But, I didn't realise that you...
Can't let him get away.
I mean, I thought Force Awakens was alright, if a little bit, like, nostalgia baity, and like kind of a retread of...
that was definitely it, yeah.
Then, what was the next one? Last Jedi, I thought was like... Last Jedi, I saw a long time ago, and...
Oh yeah,
I mean, it kind
the
of
stuff
just-
with Finn was definitely disappointing in The Last Jedi. That's a big oof.
One thing that shocked me was after, like, Rise of Skywalker, right at the start, when, Finn, Poe, and Rey are like, talking to each other at the start of Rise of Skywalker.
And they're like, oh, we are the best of friends. We have been on many adventures together.
Yeah.
We are good friends.
And-
Just like the original three. Don't you
Yeah.
love the original three?
Yeah.
We
But,
are
like,
just like the original three.
But,
we
like-
are not written by a robot, sorry.
But those, but that part, and I didn't notice this until someone mentioned it. But that's the first time the three of them are like
Yeah.
the three of them talking to each other. I was like, wait, that can't be. Oh my god, it is right. I was like, what?
It
Like-
feels like it can't be right, but oh my god, it's weird. Weird.
Yeah. But yes, we were talking about the Batman.
Xander says there's literally a Force-sensitive child at the end of The Last Jedi, and they never come back to it in
yeah.
The Rise of
Oh,
Skywalker.
yeah, good point.
Well, yeah, Xander, that's because as they were so obsessed with fixing everything that people that a very loud part of the crowd from The Last Jedi didn't like, that they were like, all of that stuff, forget it.
Yeah, that never happened.
Literally,
We gotta fix this shit.
let's have Kylo rebuild his mask and just completely like. I'm pretty sure you could probably go from Force Awakens to Rise of Skywalker and have a terrible experience, but not really have missed anything.
Yeah.
Because that's how much they backtrack.
It was a bit like backpedal central. But back onto Batman for a second.
Yes.
The concept.
Oh, are you trying to nick the car from that guy?
Nick the car? No, I'm trying to just work out how I can beat everyone up here.
Fair enough.
Of course, when I
don't
say
suppose
beat
you have any
everyone
C4
up,
or anything, do you?
Oh no, I hadn't considered that possibility. I really hope this doesn't like bother anyone when I.
What would bother anyone?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh my god, he remembered to use focus. I'm so proud of him.
Didn't flipping help. I fired one shot and it was like, oh, there's a guy here. What's the point of a silencer?
The way you sang that came out so auto-tuned on the recording, but it also sounded really good. Did you mean to sing that, or did it just kind of happen?
It kind of just happened. Well, I mean, I half and half. I'll go with.
Fair enough.
Where on earth were we in regards to Batman? Oh yeah, I've seen some opinions about Robin, about the potential of having Robin in Batman 2.
Yes,
I actually think it would make for an interesting story if they did, you know, toe a little closer to the source material on this one.
I mean, I just, you know, I want them to not be afraid of using the silly stuff. And Robin isn't even that silly. You know, don't give them the pixie shorts and the weird elf boots, and you're golden.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally, that's all I'm asking for. Give Robin a cool costume, you know, let him, and just do him right. Just do
right
the first
by
Robin, Dick Grayson, do him properly. Don't skip any Robins randomly. That's always weird. Don't give Dick Grayson Jason Todd's backstory or Tim Drake Jason Todd's backstory. It's all very weird. How previous adaptations have done stuff. You know, just give us a nice, just make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Okay, that's all I ask. It's very, I don't ask for much. Just give me a Robin.
Oh, I'm dead
and
again.
Yeah. This is a mission that I hated for many times until I realised that you can just
Can't let him get away.
set up a trap.
Do I have any C4?
Do you have any? Do you have a grenade launcher?
Do I have a grenade launcher? It is not looking like it. I'm just gonna go loud. This has no flaws whatsoever.
Do you have a grenade launcher?
Nah, but he's dead now.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, if it works, it
Well,
works.
I just dropped the man as he ran to his car.
You now have to escape.
That's one down. Yeah. Like, something I thought was a nice way of putting it was someone said, it was someone's response to someone saying, well, Robin's never worked in live action. He said, well, that doesn't mean it can't, that just means no one's done it right yet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's just hold out hope that he can do it right, basically, because Batman was a very solid movie. I liked the action. Like, there was some scenes which, you know, really stuck out, like the dark corridor with the being lit up by the
just the muzzle flashes.
Just the muzzle. Yeah, that was like it was great because it was like something out of a horror movie, except you're rooting for the monster. And you know, like that's the whole point of the Batman, isn't it? He strikes fear into the hearts of criminals and all of that.
But I like that when he realizes he's scaring the civilians as
Yeah.
well. That he's like, ah, shit.
Yo, the
Better start carrying
bookend.
lollipops in my utility belt.
But
Not
like,
kidding, that's a thing he does, and it's like
oh my god.
he also is a little bit silly because he is also he has his smoke bombs in a pouch very close by to the lollipops, and they are very similar in shape.
Oh god.
So one of these days, he's gonna either throw a lollipop at the Joker and try to disappear, or give a child a smoke bomb.
No. Like that the bit that you know kind of made the movie for me was how the final scene was, you know, a direct answer to the first scene of how the Batman in the first scene was, you know, he was the shadows, he's hiding in the shadows. The final scene, he is the light that is pulling everyone else out of the shadows. And in the first scene, he beats the people up. In the last scene, he saves the people. In the first scene, he leaves the guy he saved scared and saying, "Please don't hurt me." In the last scene, the person he saves is like holding on to him and doesn't want to you know,
And also
feel
there's the
so
kid
much safer
that-
with Batman than without. And it's
There's
like,
also
yeah,
the kid, you know, who you see like 3 times in the film, and it's like, well, it's not like this kid is how Bruce still sees himself. He's still that scared kid who just lost a parent.
Yeah.
The kid literally appears at like 3 pivotal moments in this film, and every single one is really significant to it. It's just it's so many amazing, you know, well, there's so much
Storytelling
care
moments.
and so much thought put
Yeah.
into it. Xander wants to know, who would you cast as Robin?
Who would I cast as? Oh, I don't know.
I really don't know, because I mean,
I feel I'd go
there's
with
5 Robins, so
yeah. I'm not too well up on who's like an actor. So I don't know who celebrities are and stuff. I'm only starting to realise that because I've only just started watching movies regularly.
this is
But,
true.
I guess I'd just say someone who's like maybe, you know, 20 but younger than they look, kind of like what they did with Spider-Man with Tom Holland. Like he was 20 or something at the time, but he looked 15. Like do something like that, because I
mean, I used to have an answer for who I wanted to play Damian Wayne, because the kid who plays number 5 in Umbrella Academy is incredible, and plays that character very similar to how Damian Wayne should be played, really.
Okay.
But then I realised and found out that the comics had been whitewashing Damian for ages because his mother's heritage would mean his skin colour would never be as white as it is, and so I wouldn't want them to cast a white kid. So
the other thing though is like my other thing would be depending entirely on how much they were willing to put Robin in action set pieces.
Here I am, all monster.
Yeah.
Because if we're going for action set pieces, yeah, you need someone who at least looks like.
As fucked up as they
Well,
say,
especially if it's Dick Grayson, you need someone who could do gymnastics
Yeah.
and acrobatics to an
Yeah.
extreme level. Tom Holland, can we just get Tom Holland in?
Oh God, no, he's been in enough.
Just
Let
dye,
him
just
rest.
dye his hair black. And oh man, just kill me already.
The poppy special.
I've clipped into a vending machine in Watch Dogs Legion, and
Ah.
the Albion guards have been shooting at me for about
Oh,
5
no,
minutes
they're
now, and they
taking
still
my
can't kill
gun.
me. Oh,
Crispin, right this way, please.
Bradley, you're about to
Cards assigned to you, sir. They couldn't keep up.
maybe make sure your brother doesn't walk in.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those missions, eh? Speaking of my brother, I was saying to him that like this is the first. Oh dear, the AI on this guy is bugging out. I was saying that this is like the first superhero movie I've seen in a while where with a pre-established superhero, so non-origin story superhero movie that doesn't have the superhero's arc be about whether or
Learning to
not
be a
they want to
superhero.
not wanting to be a superhero anymore, and then realizing that
Yeah.
they should / have to be / they need to be / they want to
Yeah.
be / whatever. Like, you know, it was about he knows he wants to, like,
Well, he has to. He feels
knows.
He feels.
yeah, he feels he has to. That's not in question. What's in question is whether or not what he's doing is actually
He's right
right
and
and
is
helping
doing any
people.
good, and whether he should let people into his circle to help him do it.
It's okay. I'm done.
Because that's what. Well, the reason I brought up the whole kind of discussion of, you know, on Twitter and stuff about future films and about the Bat family and about Robin is because I had a conversation with someone on Twitter using my comics account today, where the guy was basically saying, I don't understand people who need a Robin in a future Batman film. And I basically just said to the guy, I asked him, what does Batman mean to you? And he brought up some really nice points, some really good kind of like, he was like, you know, he was talking about, you know, it's about being selfless, about persevering, about kind of
Yeah.
that wisdom and but also about that insular nature to him. And I was like, yeah, that is Batman, that's all right. But there's what's key is I think that there's a certain degree where this is actually a character flaw of him. It's not a bad thing to portray. It's good because this is what the key character traits are. But I think what's important and what we haven't really gotten from any Batman films yet is the character growth of where he isn't so insular anymore. But then it also transforms so he's still that lone wolf, that he's still that very solo kind of crime fighter, but he does it for a different reason. He's not the only one. He's not on his own anymore because he has to be. He's on his own because he chooses to be, because he fears to lose the family he's built up. And I basically just told him about how I kind of feel like Batman to me is Batman isn't Batman without the Bat family.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
And even when I enjoy a film where it is just Batman, I enjoy the film because I see
Something, right?
the potential for the Bat family. You know, and I see in the Batman, I see with Selina and with accepting Alfred as a father figure and accepting Jim Gordon as an ally, I see the potential for this Bruce Wayne to truly accept more people into his life and to start to heal and grow as a character.
Yeah,
And that
Godson.
is, you know,
growth
and
would be
that's
great.
why I think I would actually, because I kind of, for a sequel, there was something that Ben Affleck stated when it was him who was going to be doing this film years ago, and the idea was that it was going to be like this, his trilogy was going to be all prequels to Batman v Superman. It would be, the first one was going to be 15 years before, the second one was going to be 10 years before, and the third film was going to be 5 years before Batman v Superman. And I really liked that idea I like that idea almost flipped for these new films. I almost kind of like the idea of what if they didn't just go straight after this one or a year after or whatever. What if they did 5 years after the Batman finished? So we've now got, we've had, he's had Robin for a couple of years. Maybe Robin's even moved on to be Nightwing now, and we've got Jason Todd as the Robin. I kind of like that idea of moving on significantly, so we get Robert Pattinson's Batman at lots of different stages in his
That is a cool idea,
career.
actually. Yeah, because because this wasn't an origin story either. It was 2 years on from when he started.
Yeah, exactly. He's been doing this he knows his stuff. He's just he hasn't quite figured out.
I loved how he was portrayed though. Like 2 years, he's pretty good in it, and he's got some experience. He has got 2 years under his belt, and he's pretty
still
good.
Very naive almost.
Yeah, like he doesn't get the riddles immediately. He's not the world's greatest detective just yet. Like he
he's pretty quick.
Yeah,
he's quicker than
he's
the
smart.
police.
Yeah, he's smart. He's quicker than the police, and he's smart and everything. But he does.
Although I do
miss
like
a couple
how
of
Jim
things here and
Gordon
there.
is also like really quick on his feet.
Oh yeah,
'cause
I'm so glad that he
often they
was.
can make Jim Gordon quite bumbly.
Yeah, just to push up Batman as like how amazing Batman
Yeah.
is, but like he was a competent partner to Batman in this movie. That was really cool. And then even down to in fights, like how
Yes.
Batman would take a punch and a kick here and there. He'd be going up against 7 to 12 people.
Well, I
and,
mean,
and
that first
they'd
fight
be
where
on
he's
the
against,
floor
like,
in the
15
end.
guys, and they.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like watching someone play Batman Arkham.
Yeah,
without,
that's what I
for
was
the first
thinking.
time without the warnings. You're gonna
Yeah.
take a few hits. It's just
Yeah.
how it works. So. The one thing that my dad pointed out that I realised, especially on the rewatch, is that what would have been nicer is if we would have gotten a couple more scenes with Bruce as Bruce and Alfred just chatting, just talking, just kind of having that, because we have that scene of them in the Batcave at night, and then we have the scene when Bruce has got dressed at breakfast, and then it cuts. And we're back the next night. We're back to the night time, and he's back on the case. It makes sense for the flow of the movie, but it would have been. It would have characterized their relationship really well. I think a little bit to have given it a bit more time.
Yeah,
that's my only. Sorry, yeah.
Speaking
what did you think of Hobbits as
Andy Serkis is a good actor. Of course he was going to do the role well because he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I'm fairly convinced now because this is the third role I've seen him in, and he's consistently good.
Yeah, I could totally see this Alfred waiting at the doors to the cave with a shotgun, expecting Joker to walk up and try and attack one of the Robins. And Alfred to be like, get away from my son's son.
Have you seen that clip on YouTube and all those other parts of where Alfred just takes a gun? He's like, I assume you were banking on my master's no killing policy. I assure you, I ascribe to no such niceties. Kind of thing. Oh my god.
He's the only one who Bruce is like, I can't fucking tell you not to because. I mean, I'm fairly sure they're not lethal.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, being how important it is. I mean, I'm fairly sure that Alfred's probably the one that, beyond just Bruce's
he more or less
disdain
raised
for killing people.
Bruce, didn't he?
But I also feel like Alfred, one of the things that I really liked about Gotham is that at one point Bruce does almost kill someone, and then he talks to Alfred afterwards, and Alfred says, well, I'd never, I hoped you wouldn't take that last step, and I think you're right for doing so, and I think if you're going to do this, you need to swear to yourself. You need to make a promise to yourself that you will not kill, because it's not going to make you it's not going to help you, it's not going to make you become what you want to, become to do good and to help. You know, it's waffle. It's like I can't remember exactly what he says, but it's a really good moment. That is actually something I really like. Sean Pertwee as Alfred in the Gotham TV show. He's a really good Alfred.
Speaking of Alfred, though, and I really liked how like when Bruce was, saying the whole I'm still scared of losing someone I care about, kind of thing. Like like I feel like or at least my interpretation of the scene was that he was too, emotionally stunted to say it in better terms than that.
I think that pretty much was him saying that about Alfred to it. Yeah. He was obviously this only came up because Alfred got fucking blown up.
Yeah.
Like Bruce wouldn't have come to this realization. And then there's the whole thing with Selina, isn't there? Where it's where at the end of the fucking film, Selina's getting strangled for maybe the second time in about 2 hours, and Bruce fucking pops some adrenaline and almost kills the guy.
I thought that was really cool. That he's just got a thing that he can open up on his.
Yeah, I love that is really, I just love everything about the design of that suit and what we're showing about it. But the cape folds up into a, I hope eventually they'll go for the traditional cape gliding thing and excessive use of the backlaw, which there's a lot of use of the backlaw in that film. But I hope that he doesn't always have to go into that
glider
mode. Well, just because it takes a second to get into, and Batman's all about efficiency. So that's one of the things that I liked in that film, because I could see the potential for how they'll make it like it is in other things, which is a lot more Batman-y rather than just military guy.
Enjoying our little pageant?
I just I like there was actually a balance of levity and kind of it wasn't just a grim dark experience. There was some nice little moments of comedic relief and just plain, look at this is badass and awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of moments.
I do think one of the things that I kind of felt bad at for laughing, but it is a funny moment, is when he's just the thumb drive.
Oh god, the thumb drive! That was so
awkward.
Yeah, it crossed the line twice, kind of thing. It's it wound right back round to being funny. It was so gross, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then he's try this.
Try this. Oh, thumb drive. Yeah, of course. Wow. Oh, but another thing that that amused me was when during the breakfast scene, when Alfred's just there solving the cipher like it's a morning crossword.
Yeah. No, there's so many lovely little details in it.
Yeah, God, the bit where he gives him the cufflinks. Oh, that was so heartwarming. I just really good stuff.
Come with me.
Okay. Selina. I liked Selina in the movie.
Oh god, yeah. Honestly, I think it's just fair to say that everyone was cast fucking amazingly.
True.
There is not one single person in that film that I was like, did that really have to be that actor, or that actor didn't work? But fucking Falcone, Selina,
Falcone
Oz.
was great. Yeah, the Penguin was great. Flipping. Oh, what about speaking of the Penguin, the bit where they've got him, the bit where they've bound
Well, they're
his legs in
interrogating
it.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then afterwards he waddles off.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a
that's it.
penguin. Whenever they
I
do
didn't realise
allusions
that
to their
first time. I
animal
think when-
motif, it just
Yeah,
tickles
my mum
me.
was like, "Oh, they've got him waddling." I was like, "Oh shit, you're right."
Yo, don't let your guard down.
I'll try the back.
Yeah. What did you think of the Batmobile scene?
That's my favourite Batmobile. I think the scene actually went on a little bit too long. Because I feel like they really wanted to get their money's worth from using it.
Yeah, maybe a touch too long, but God, the scene where Batman's walking and the camera's upside down.
I really like
that. Made me.
I've got
excited.
that Batmobile in Lego now because I
yeah.
I much prefer it when the Batmobiles are just cars rather than, you know, like
Tanks.
a Batmobile for me is a car that has fins. It's not that complicated. It doesn't have to be, you know. I'm not a huge fan of just
Tank with
military
rockets
cars that kind of
and
already existed.
Stay on guard, cuz.
So, yeah, no, so this was the perfect Batmobile for me.
Watch your ass, dude.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson, like, he is like a good actor. I've seen him in a few things now, and yeah, like,
Of the 6 movies you've seen, Robert Pattinson has been in 5 of them.
he was in Tenet and he was in this. Okay, so that's 2 things I've seen him in.
Tenet was a terrible film, but Robert Pattinson was good in it.
Yeah, he was good in it. Like he
I don't know
plays-
if it's a bad film or not, but that's what everyone I've heard has told me about it. So.
I mean, it didn't make much sense, but it was a
Yeah.
It was an all right action romp kind of thing.
Hmm.
Motherfucker needs to be dropped once and for all. Find him. Huh?
This guy's jumping at shadows. I haven't even moved in ages. Gotta get all the way up there. But yeah, I think he's a good Batman. I think he's a really solid Batman.
Hmm.
And I can't wait to see what he does with the character. Don't you think that
Restock my weapons. Everyone's
between all of the... Oh, well, that was easy. Got all my weapons. Between all of the you should be doing more for the city, Bruce Wayne stuff, and the
Yes.
and him realizing that himself, I feel like that like the movie was an origin movie. It was just an origin for Bruce Wayne's philanthropist persona rather than the Batman persona. Ooh, wow, that was easy. Oh, I'm still being shot at. Okay, I got this.
You're often shot at.
Yeah, it's just one of those games that you get shot at a lot in, isn't it? That works too. The game was just throwing me a bone there and assuming that I just forgot how to play.
Hmm. Oh no, it does that all the time. That's just the default.
Escape the area. Oh no.
Yo, I got something. Over there. Shit, this is real bad. Keep alert.
Why don't I just go round the side? Oh, there is no side to go round. It's This way or bust, it looks like. Okay, I can totally... That worked, I think. I forgot to switch off super duper observe that. Damn, dude, could you not? Oh, damn, that focus had better return quickly. Okay, that's another one. It's too tricky a shot for me. That's too tricky a shot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, shotgun out.
You got this, Brad.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, there's a guy here. Yep, got this. So, moving swiftly along to Moon Knight real quick. Have you seen all of it so far?
I have seen everything up to episode 5.
Oh god, I was doing so well with that. Moderately well.
Doing so well with what, sorry?
Up to and including episode 5 or including episode 5?
Including episode 5.
Ah, okay, cool.
I've seen everything that's out currently, unless episode 6 dropped without telling me. I'm guessing from your reaction that you have also seen all of that?
Yeah, I have seen all of that. Cool. And, honestly, 5 was for me, like, I'm really actually enjoying how it's going.
Yeah, I mean, same. I feel like... I don't know, I don't know how I feel about 5 yet, because I think it will either be elevated by 6, or will just kind of be the odd child because it took the time to do trauma and origin stuff that either I didn't know was necessary and kind of was a bit evident of the pacing, but in on of itself was really good as an episode. I just don't know about its placement. But again, I feel like it's going to be elevated by episode 6. Potentially.
Yeah, it's I really liked how out there that episode was. I liked the psychological aspects.
Yeah, no, I loved, like, everything about that episode I liked.
Yeah, everything from the psychological aspects to the more supernatural, you know, mythical aspects of it, of like the afterlife and stuff. I was just like...
I like how they just basically confirmed every different afterlife.
Yeah!
So just by mentioning the ancestral plane from Black Panther, they're like, oh yeah, that one's really nice.
It was like, okay, so that one that happened too, like... There's no...
But I'm guessing, I wonder, what I'm interested in is how does it work? Is it based on whatever, like, basically you go to the afterlife that you believe in?
I imagine it's something like that, yeah.
So,
or
yeah,
maybe...
the Wakandans go... Or maybe you appear in all of them, but I don't know. I mean, you know, it's the same kind of questions as people ask in real life.
Well, yeah. Although in this case we do have, like, for instance, for the Wakandans, it could be that he got fast tracked to the ancestral plane because of all of the because of. I mean, because Bast must therefore also be real, right?
Oh yeah, Bast is very real.
Bast is like real. Well, I mean, presumably all gods are real. God knows.
I think Odin's fought alongside Bast.
So it could be that that when they pledge their allegiance to Bast, that fast tracks them into going to that afterlife. And similarly, you know, Mark has pledged himself to Khonshu, you know?
Yeah, imagine if they're setting up fucking Khonshu and Moon Knight and stuff, only for Khonshu to get fucking killed in Thor: Love and Thunder.
What, from what? How would Khonshu... oh no.
Gorr the God Killer?
They couldn't do that, because then, like... Wait. No, they couldn't do that, because then, like... well, then Mark wouldn't have any powers, would he?
Well, I mean, he's still... You know, does he really need them? He's good at fighting.
He's a good
just
fighter.
bulletproof.
Yeah.
Literally, all he gets is mild super strength and healing abilities.
Yeah, God, that could be replicated by any old suit. Well, maybe not the healing, but the mild super strength. Just...
I mean, so
Oh, he
reasonably,
could
they
end
could
up
actually
being-
kill off Khonshu, and Mark just continues on in a Moon Knight
Yeah.
costume, but he just makes himself. Also, they, like, you know that the episode where it's Mark who keeps waking up to finding
Oh,
Steven's
shit.
taken him somewhere.
Are you... Oh my God.
What did you do?
Died to the last enemy because I moved and came out of cover.
Oops.
And all of a sudden, I don't feel like going quiet.
One must not go quietly into the...
Do not go gentle into that good night.
Yeah, that's
Rage,
what I was
rage
wondering.
against the dying of the light. Ah, it's cool. Okay. Time to be less impatient. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with how Moon Knight was going, because I was... What was the last one before that? The last, like, Marvel
Hawkeye.
show?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was the last Marvel show. Yeah, that was... I mean, maybe it's because it was... Maybe part of the reason is
Maybe because I ruined it for you.
You didn't... What? How
Well, I
exactly...
mean, I've definitely had a lot of Kate Bishop rants because I love her character in the comics, and I love Haley
Steinfeld?
and they did her dirty by not allowing her to just portray the Kate Bishop from the comics. That's it. That, you know, I feel like I've probably ranted about that so many times, but you're like, I can't enjoy Hawkeye anymore because Dylan will shout at me, which I wouldn't. I wouldn't blame you. I'd blame Marvel Studios. But continue. What were you going to say about Hawkeye?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it felt like just, you know, another Marvel thing to me, kind of thing. But this feels new, and interesting again, like adding stuff to the lore and just taking on completely new characters that we haven't seen before and seeing.
I never thought about that, actually. Yeah, because it's been Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Moon Knight are the only ones with completely new concepts. And even Shang-Chi had the Ten Rings return. So...
Where's the other guys? Okay, there's one. Yeah. So in this one, like having something that's entirely new, just like was kind of a breath of fresh air, honestly.
Hmm.
And spoilers for 5, but oh my god, rip. I didn't think they'd have the guts to pull off to do something like that. I was like, oh come on, like when are the
do that?
Like the protagonists in any danger? Oh my god, what?
Oh yeah, but so you know the I think it's episode 3, the episode in the first one where we're in Egypt the whole time, and it's Mark who keeps getting like confused because Steven keeps taking him places.
Yeah.
Well, there's there's that scene where he's just like killed and beaten up a load of people, and Mark's like, Steven, what did you do? And Steven's like, this wasn't me.
That wasn't me. Like, jeez, Mark, did you really think it was gonna be him?
That means, so there's a third personality in there which is far more violent than Mark. So, I think, honestly, he'd probably be fine without the Moon Knight abilities if they just let that personality have the reins a bit more often. So, Oh, have you seen... You should watch The Old Guard on Netflix. I'm sure you'll be able to reply once you finish eating that sweet.
Sorry, Skittles.
Ah.
Don't see a damn thing. I look over there.
I really do like Skittles.
Oh, have you seen that new Skittles advert? It's disturbing. It popped up on my YouTube the other day, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like, Skittles! And I was like, that does not make it better. That does not make it better.
I think this guy's gonna kill me. Hey, I was right! That dulls the effect of, like, actually dying. Yeah, because I was right about something. And it's like, oh, yeah, cool. Time to fuck this guy up. Okay. How about I hit you with some of that no you? Yeah, for real. One thing I'm like wondering is how on earth are they going to wrap this up in one episode?
Well, from the trailers, I'm guessing there'll be a sky beam coming out of the pyramid. And as you know, everyone loves a sky beam.
A sky beam.
Remember that was like the really common thing in action film third act?
Yeah, sky beam. Can't go wrong with a sky beam.
That was in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film for some reason.
A sky beam?
Yeah.
Time to fuck this guy up. Oh my god. I wish I knew how to deal with those guys, but I don't have any explosives.
How many skill points you got?
Probably too many. 24.
Well, why don't you get the one where it allows you to just smack them with the stick?
How do I craft? Okay, let's craft some of those. This guy's not appearing. Did I already shoot him? Oh, no, there he is. Not noticing me because he's...
Flushing him out, he ain't dishing us. I haven't lost the fight yet, pussy. You shouldn't have come here. I can do this all day, how about you?
You good, my guy?
Yep.
You ain't going nowhere.
Is he dead? Okay, he's definitely dead.
I just saw him fly across the screen towards you. Yep, he's dead.
Oh god, and they're getting reinforcements. Oh no! Oh no! God, this mission's kind of hard.
Cover! Cover!
Yeah, I forgot how to cover. And by forgot how to cover, I mean... stupided.
Time to fuck this guy up.
Time to fuck this guy up. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, have you checked your skill points?
Oh yeah, I unlocked create thingy. What's it?
Did you not have any more for like whatever it's called?
Blow the...
for punching big guys in the face with sticks.
I could get.
It's a
that,
technical
I suppose.
term. Okay, so
Yes.
Phase 4, we've had Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Venom, Let There Be Carnage,
Does that count
Spider-Man
as
No Way
MCU?
Home, Eternals, Moon Knight. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to remember all the TV shows ones as well now. Oh fuck. Okay. How would you rank them though so far? Phase 4.
Phase 4. How would I rank them?
Yes.
Can you hit me with those again?
I'm gonna have to find a fucking list. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a list. Hang on, I'm just gonna temporarily disappear off your stream. Oh, that was bright. Jesus.
Is this a dagger which I see before me?
Yes, it is always a dagger. Hey! I get a new volume of Spider-Man tomorrow. Sweet.
Woo!
Okay, phase 4, phase 4, phase 4, phase 4, phase 4, phase 4. This is not useful, come on.
Oh, for real?
You're right.
This guy just took like 12 sniper bullets to...
I need some help out here.
Oh. Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna make my own list because the internet is being useless.
Oh, for...
Bum 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 bum. Give me all, give me
Give me
all,
all, give me all
attention,
attention,
baby.
baby. Let's fuck this guy up. Okay.
Okay, so first TV show we had was WandaVision. Then there was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then it was Loki. What was after Loki?
Shows wise?
Yeah, just shows.
Shows wise, the next one after Loki was... Are we counting What If?
Oh fuck, yeah, what if? Was it literally Falcon and Winter Soldier, then Loki, then what if?
I don't know, actually.
I feel like I'm missing, like, you know when you just like, what am I missing? I've just realised I could probably have just gone into the Disney Plus app and then gone, Phase 4, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, missing blank space that hasn't loaded in yet. Yeah, there's What If, okay. What if Shang-Chi, Eternal, yeah, Hawkeye and then Moon Knight. So it was literally Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight. And then films, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Venom. That's an ironic addition to the list.
Ah, I see.
Spider-Man, No Way Home. Yeah. Oh wait, fuck, it was Eternals first, wasn't it? Eternals.
Oh,
Spider-Man,
yeah,
No Way
Eternals.
Home.
Nobody shoots at us and runs.
So, yeah, and then it's going to be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in like 10 days, or less than 10 days now. Then Thor, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and The Marvels. But that's, again, way away. That's 2023, The Marvels. Yeah, wait, so was Spider-Man the most recent film? It must have been, yeah.
Spider-Man's the most recent film.
Okay, so, rank 'em. We've got WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Venom 2, Eternals, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
That is pretty tricky.
Do you want me to send you the list as well as a
Probably gonna need the list, yeah. Kaboom!
I've just realised I still can't see your screen because I'm on my phone doing all this. There you go. In Signal. Said the right thing this time.
Kaboom!
I'm just going to wait for the... Well, I mean, it's sent. It hasn't delivered yet.
Kaboom! Oh, not close enough.
Why? These noises are very confusing.
Flush him out. He ain't ditching us.
Oh, there you go.
Come on, come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer.
Wake up, cuz.
Do it!
Come a little bit closer.
No, dude, get behind this cover.
Shoot him in the arse, and then oh, okay. Kick him in the balls. Gotta love quick
Okay.
crafting. Nice.
Kaboom! There we go. No amount of ass watching is gonna save you now. Well, looks like we good. Oh, I actually managed it this time. Yes, now I will peruse this guide, and by guide I mean list, of this list of... Oh, what the... Why is there this guy? Tell you what, I'm gonna go unlock that combat, okay. Enforcer combat takedown. Takedown enforcers in combat. Yeah, that seems useful. Let's get that. Oh, another one's shown up. Okay, that's cool. That makes a lot of sense. Tell you what, I'm just gonna get in this car and drive out. What are they gonna do? What, you gonna shoot me? I really should probably be driving.
911, please state your emergency.
There's a big shootout going on at the Barrows in Brandon Docks.
All units, we have a report of shots fired at the Barrows and Brandon Docks. Please respond.
Good. Cops will find those girls and get them someplace safe. As for those bidders, when he slipped past the bus, they'll end up on my plate eventually.
Okay.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I'm now going to be not very sensible.
I just saw you I was watching the whole thing. That was some badass takeout, and I love how you were just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna get in the car and drive straight at the guy who's gonna shoot me," and then you just absolutely destroyed him and sent him into the fucking stratosphere. Mad lad, mad rad.
Jax has wandered
Mad
off.
rad.
I'm very worried. I was going to call the police, but I wanted to call you
Rad,
first.
mad, mop.
No, that's good. He does this sometimes.
Rad,
Stress. He
mad
likes to
lad.
ride the trains. Don't worry.
Whoop.
I know how to find him.
Please call me once you know anything. We really should involve the police if you
Yes.
can't find him.
Okay,
It's going to
MCU
be
Phase
fine.
4.
Really.
One Vision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If,
I
Hawkeye,
was worried
Moon Knight,
Jax would do this.
as
He's
well
not a
as
kid that
Black
sits
Widow,
still.
Shang-Chi, Venom 2,
He's got a lot of his uncle in him.
brackets, ironic,
I'm searching for his
Eternals,
mother.
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Where'd he go?
Oh wait, plot's happening.
There.
Feelings time is over now. Time for plot. Oh wait, you were laughing at the Doctor Who recent series, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Because there's this great video where it's like every time they stop to have a chat and be like, "How are you feeling?" This video is like, "Feelings time is over now. Time for plot." And I just found that line very funny.
Yeah. Me and my brother could only get through the first episode. After that, we were just like, what? We're not watching anymore.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Wait, yeah. Shall I rank them all, or shall I just rank them shows and then movies?
Rank them all.
Okay. I'm gonna say Moon Knight and Shang-Chi at the top. This is really why they say don't look at your phone and drive, isn't it?
I mean, it's Watch Dogs. I think you'd pretty much be okay, to be honest with.
I'm like trying to drive with one hand and observe this list with the other. And oh my god, I'm gonna kill some pedestrian at this rate. WandaVision, Falcon. Yeah. After those two, let's think. Loki was pretty good. Damn, why do I struggle so hard to rank things?
It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You've got to, give yourself some leniency.
But definitely Shang-Chi and Moon Knight at the top. After that, I mean, it always does get murky after I thought this one was the best, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. The middle ground, because it's like the stuff you really don't like goes at the bottom, the stuff you really like goes at the top. The middle ground stuff is, much harder to place. Because it's like, yeah, this was fine, it was fine, I have run out of things to say.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I haven't seen Venom 2 yet though, so I can't include that. But Eternals is definitely at the bottom. Like, no offense, but it was just a shame. It was,
It was a nice idea, but it was really badly executed. I honestly do think it's just too many characters to introduce without Like they didn't have enough time to breathe. Like other than like, you know, the main pair of like Cersei and
Yeah.
not Superman, whatever his name was. I forgot.
I'm just gonna call him not Superman from now on. I mean, that
Whoops.
was his name.
Yeah. Good thing I'm sitting down.
Yeah, that was probably the weakest one out of Phase 4 so far. I'm really, I know I shouldn't, but like I look at the trailers of Multiverse of Madness and I think, oh my god, that is gonna be the one that like tops the rest of them, isn't it?
I think either that, or I think it's gonna be an overstuffed mess.
It's either gonna be really good or really bad. No in between. Imagine it
really
just ends
hope
up
it's
kind of
not.
boring. Like that would be the saddest thing.
I don't think it could actually be boring. I think it's like that's the least likely thing to be. I think it would be more of an like I don't know how you manage to make that boring to us. Because even if it's
True.
bad, it won't be boring.
Yeah. God, but like from the trailers, like if they nail that, that is gonna be like, that is gonna be like the highlight of that phase.
Yeah.
Actually, when are we gonna end the phase? Like, do we know when the phase ends? Like, does it end on an Avengers movie?
Well, that's what they're supposed to do, but then Phase 2 ended on Ant-Man, so...
Oh my god.
So that kind of pretty much went out the window straight away.
Technically speaking, Phase 3 ended on Far
Spider-Man.
From Home.
Yeah.
So, like, all checks out.
Someone made me realise, well, someone on the internet made me realise the other day that Spider-Man's had an entire trilogy between Doctor Strange's first film and his second film.
Oh my god! Oh my god, what? Okay, that is...
Doctor Strange 1 was, what, 2016?
Oh my god.
2016? And Spider-Man's first film was 2017. So...
That is bonkers. That is insane. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, I only just like, God, that blew my mind just then. Oh, it's one of those things you can't see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, let's hope it's worth the wait. How on earth do I get up here anyway? That looks possible. Maybe up there kind of thing. God, how many open world... This uses a linear narrative, which fair enough. It's just, I feel like sometimes with open world games, they always just go for like this mission, then the next mission, then the next mission kind of thing. And there's no... There's never a point where there's like 3 to choose from. And yeah, you have to do all of them, but like you all just... Like, basically, I'm trying to bring up Jak 2 and 3.
Well, I mean, in Watch Dogs 2, they were like, just play whatever mission you want whenever. So,
Okay, that's
and
cool.
that is I think that is a better way of doing it, because I tried to play Watch Dogs 2, you know, I'd follow one mission chain through to the end, and it meant you were spending so much time going back on yourself, and I didn't enjoy it as much. And so when I replayed it, I played it just whatever I was close to, I went and did. And because I wasn't like, I didn't need to be invested in a particular storyline because I knew what happened in each one. I was like, oh, I'm just going to go and do fucking a mission, and I'm going to enjoy that mission. So, yeah, that was, I think, a better way of doing it.
Okay, this looks like it has some potential. Okay, maybe not that much potential. What if I can make that jump though? Uh-oh. Well, at least I've learnt that I can't make that jump.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Make sure this is one of them.
Just Michael DeSanta things.
Who's Michael DeSanta?
No idea.
Michael fucking Townley!
Of course, I nearly said Michael Keaton, and that would have been vastly incorrect.
Let's get nuts.
Actually, I probably shouldn't get nuts. My brother's allergic.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. That was the sound of that joke hitting the cutting room floor.
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
When the content is this quality consistently, no, they can't.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna get this thingy, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Fair enough.
Oh, now I find out how to get up here. Okay, so that goes in there. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's right down here. Vulnerability detected. If there's one thing that I think, hey, I would like some more, maybe gadgets in the next thing, in Batman 2.
Yeah, it's weird to think that his only Batarang is the one that is also his chest logo.
Speaking of, just as a quick, finale, who are you hoping to be the main antagonist of Batman 2?
A lot of people are saying Mr. Freeze, and I feel like that would be really cool.
Fair.
But then again, if it was my idea of like a 5-year jump or whatever, I'd have Dick Grayson as Robin, still, rather than... Actually, no, he could be Nightwing as well, and have Two-Face as the villain, because him and Two-Face and Nightwing kind of have a bit of a rivalry, kind of like an antagonistic kind of thing. Because of the time, the Two-Face almost beat Robin to death. You know, the time before it was cool.
Okay, that explains that.
Before the Joker made it uncool to do that.
Yeah.
To a person. It used to be about the murder, you know?
Right, I will call it there then. Wait, I'm still in the middle of a mission? Oh crap, guess I need to it says... Oh no, I'm not in the middle of a mission, because I can't quit the mission that I'm not in. Nice application of logic there.
Did you hit the suffocation of logic?
I was sarcastically saying nice application of logic.
Oh, right.
but I much prefer the suffocation of logic. That sounds very dramatic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is where we call it, having, you know, suffocated logic.
Suffocated real good.
Thanks for
I
watching.
think we're still live.
Yeah, we are
have
still
you-
live.
Oh, okay, great.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
This amazing end card
yeah.
where I'm just like, suffocating logic!
Yeah. See you all next week. Honest.
Or
Or in 4 weeks' time, yeah.
Or maybe never, because maybe Bradley will have given up on Watch Dogs and hate.
Well, that's definitely not happening. End stream.